All right, so we're going to look at the cylinder, and then we're going to look at the cone, how we find the surface area of the cylinder, how we find the surface area of the cone. Actually really similar. The cylinder is going to be the surface area equals 2 pi r squared. And remember, this is just because we have two circles, right? The top one and the bottom one. Plus 2 pi r. Well, remember, that's just the circumference one way around times h. And that h is the height. So we need to find two things. We need to find r and we need to find h. And that's just because there's an r, there's an h in our equation. So r equals 8, right? It's the radius here. And then h is 6, it's the height, the distance from base to base. So surface area equals 2 pi times 8 squared plus 2 pi times 8 times 6. Well, 8 squared is 64, so 2 pi times 64. 8 times 6 is 48. All right, 2 times 64, that's 128 pi, and 2 times 48, that's 96 pi. Well, 128 plus 96 pi is 224 pi. And actually, we can go ahead and leave that as our answer. That's our answer in terms of pi. And I will take your answer in terms of pi tomorrow, or on the quiz. It's actually the most accurate answer we can give without rounding. So go ahead and leave your answer in terms of pi. If you were to type it into your calculator, it would look something like this: 224 second pi. You would get this decimal thing. We just want to remember that they want us to round to the hundredths place, which would be 72.72. So this would be 703.72 miles squared. And that's if you were to get that decimal. So move down here to number 20. Number 20. So for number 20, we're doing a cone. The cone's a little different. Instead of 2 pi r squared, we just have pi r squared. That's because we only have one circle. Plus just 1 pi r l, the slant height. Pi r l, the slant height. So we're looking for r, we're looking for l. Well, in this case, they give us the diameter. So we're just going to take that diameter and divide by 2. And that's going to give us our radius, which is 11. And now we're looking for the slant height. Remember, the slant height is the distance up and down, but at a slant, at a diagonal or an angle. So it's this line right here, which is 24.6. So this is pi 11 squared plus pi times 11 times 24.6. Right, we're just plugging these things in now. Well, 11 squared is 121 pi. 11 times 24.6 is 270.6 pi. And we add them together, we get 391.6 pi meters squared. And again, you can just leave that answer in terms of pi. Right, in terms of pi. If you were to try and get the decimal answer, you would just type it into your calculator like that. And then you would get this 1,230.25. Just remember, we're rounding to the nearest hundredth.